was young, I never quite understood why humans wouldn't just clone each other. It seemed a lot easier than having women suffer through childbirth, a lot cooler than watching a baby burst out of the womb, and if we have the technology, why didn't we even try it? For many years of my childhood, I didn't understand. The idea of replicating a human being is so fascinating to me. It seems like science fiction, except it isn't fiction. Yes, we possess the ability to clone animals. Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Generation Z Gadgets, and today for this video, we're going to be starting a brand new series called Roboethics. And this series is going to deal with... Alright, so my big umbrella light just broke, so we're actually going to use my backup light. Hopefully it also doesn't burn out. So literally, I don't know if you heard that, there was like a big pop and like just burned completely, like it's fried. Like I unplugged it immediately and then I like tried to touch the bulb, scorching hot, and there's like smoke. It smells like something burned. Alright, luckily I came prepared. Alright, scratch what I said earlier. This thing is not working either, so I guess we're gonna have to go with regular overhead lights for now. Sorry guys, I'm gonna really try to have this light bulb issue fixed. I think I actually created an episode already for this series, but it wasn't formally called this. Basically, Roboethics deals with asking the most ethical questions surrounding tech, robotics, science, all of that. Basically, the kind of technology that's progressing our world. What are the consequences? What are the repercussions of our actions? And you know, with some of the newest technology coming out there, it's really important to ask these sort of questions here and there. So it's just a more existential way of thinking, and you guys let me know what you think. Back in 1995, two sheep were cloned, Morin and Megan. They were the first animals cloned from differentiated cells. A year later, in 1996, the first mammal was cloned from a cell of an adult sheep. This cloned sheep was named Dolly, which was created by Ian Wilmot and Keith Campbell. This is the famous cloned sheep you may have heard about. Yet the history of cloning actually dates much further back in the late 20th century. In 1885, the first recorded study of cloning actually took place, with German scientist Hans Adolf Eduard Dreich. I don't speak German, so I might be mispronouncing that. He was researching reproduction, and about 17 years later, he was able to create a set of twin salamanders by dividing a single embryo into two separate ones. More than 50 years later, British biologist Gon Gurdon cloned frogs using skin cells of adult frogs. So while you may think cloning technology is brand new, humans have actually been developing the tech for over 100 years, which is kind of crazy. So what about more recent events? Well, back in 2013, Oregon Health and Science University scientists used DNA from an 8-month-old baby, like human baby, who had an undisclosed rare genetic disease to successfully clone the first human embryonic stem cells. So stem cells, for those of you who don't know, are considered cutting-edge discoveries in the science field as they contain the ability to transform into nearly any type of cell in the body. And this is very big because damaged tissues or cells could be replaced by repurposed stem cells. And clearly the 2013 OHSU project was not intended to replicate a real human being. In fact, there were hundreds of companies around the world that work in the genetic replication field, but none of them intend to clone a human. You got Soam Biotech Company in South Korea and Viagen Pets in Texas, Center of Food Technology and Research of Aragon in Spain. So it turns out there are serious ethical issues with full-on human cloning. In this episode of Roboethics, it's time to find out why. So while cloning human stem cells is considered a promising aspect of science, cloning a human is illegal in nearly every country of the world. In 2018, 70 countries reported making human cloning illegal. In the United States, actually cloning humans isn't completely banned. In 2010, a bill was introduced to Congress with a section banning federal funding of human cloning experiments or any institution that intended to do so. However, the law was not passed. Currently, 15 states ban reproductive cloning and 3 ban public funding of cloning, but none completely eradicate it. It's safe to say that despite this, human cloning operations are definitely not common. The reason is that such an operation violates many people's personal values, both secular and religious. Secularly, the argument is that the cloning technology is nowhere near developed enough to be safe for humans, and this idea was propagated by the American Association for Advancement of Science in 2014. Or that reproductive cloning could lead to abuse, as cloned humans could have difficulty integrating into society, and a lot of other issues, ethical issues like, do clones have rights, or do the rights go to the donor? Religiously, people claim cloning is usurping God's role in creation, since the artificial creation of an embryo is effectively denecessitating traditional natural birth. So that's pretty much the universal opinion on the matter. But now it comes to the question, should humans actually be cloned? Well, let's look at some pros/benefits of human cloning for a change. In pop culture, we usually see clones as functioning human beings, sometimes even used simply as a supply of organs for transplants. They're doppelgangers, copies of an existing person. It's hard to quite place what exactly makes it so cool, but the idea that one could create a genetically identical human being to one that already exists is simply fascinating and surreal. The more real-life benefits include serious advancements in developmental biology in humans. The embryos can now be observed very closely. The study of the early stages of human development also may answer our questions about developmental diseases and disorders. Stem cell therapy will be rapidly improved, especially the already widely developed bone marrow transplantations. Stem cells could also treat heart diseases, diabetes, and spinal cord injuries. Especially in neurology, the ability to regenerate neurons has opened the doors to the possibilities of treating brain and neural injuries using regenerative medicine. And for those of you who don't quite understand how big that is, that basically means they could really effectively treat or even cure certain diseases like dementia, like autism, like mental retardation. There's a lot of mental disorders and diseases that could no longer be a problem if we develop stem cell therapy in this field. Yet despite these amazing advancements, I would actually say that human cloning of a human being is simply immoral. It may be hard to imagine, but the early stages of human development are some of the most formative years for a baby, and to simulate all that in a lab just feels wrong. Clones of animals also tend to have shorter lifespans and many genetic defects. It may be hard to comprehend the meaning of clone rights as well. That would open the gateway for many more questions, and to create a human and bring a human up, to clone a human in that environment and bring that human up in that sort of society that's still questioning whether the cloned human even has any rights, is definitely not going to be a good situation. Are clones really just as valued as regular humans? What we do know is that clones are living beings. They do experience emotions and sensations the way any other creature would. We know this because we've cloned animals, but cloning a human is very different. To cause immense hardship and pain to any undeserving being is, at its core, unethical. So I would say humans should not be cloned for that reason. So guys, let me know what you think of this new series. Do you like it? I still will be doing many videos on consumer tech and mobile technology and all the stuff you know and love, but I just thought an opportunity, the series is just an opportunity for you guys and me to think more existentially beyond ourselves. Do you like it? Let me know with a comment down below or a thumbs up. Check the links down below. I've got some cool stuff there. Guys, I'm sorry again about the lights. Did not foresee that coming. I really, I brought this thing over, this huge thing, I'll just show you. So I brought this huge thing over from the US, but yeah, it's like pretty much fried, and it'll be a while before I can get a light bulb that can replace this. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think about this series. I have some really cool videos coming next week, so stay tuned. I'm also planning a video for tomorrow on this channel, so in addition to bonus video for you guys this week. It's going to be a celebration video, that's all I'm going to say. You can probably guess what it's going to be about, but stay tuned. See you guys tomorrow. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.